one and all to the off-season Ball is Bay NBA podcast. I could not think of a fancy way to say this. We need a long time no see, first of all, but
yes,
more importantly, the NBA is a completely changed environment right now. Like if I asked you which team Serge Ibaka plays for, I mean, you would be pretty hard pressed to remember which team he plays for. Please tell me you know which team he plays for now.
Clippers.
The Clippers. That's absolutely correct. It's all trades, or that's all we're going to talk about. But just to ease the audience in, Vineet, I remember you saying that you are in Luxembourg now. So how did you manage to do the cross flight? Yeah, in this COVID time.
Europe was. I just flew in before all the lockdowns, the second wave started. I wasn't even sure the second wave was going to start. So I just booked my flights and I got on a flight and I got to Luxembourg.
Oh.
That's as interesting as the story is.
Pretty standard procedure.
Very standard procedure, yeah.
We should have discussed the first question then. But has this, in my experience, this has been like one of the most hectic off seasons. Also because it's been very condensed. So we had the draft and immediately 2 days later we had the free agency market opening and Woj and Shams just went into overdrive. Crazy. Like their employers made their money's worth.
Money, yeah. It's the funny part is it's not that much work. It's not that much work to send a tweet out. Right,
but I think get the information.
Yeah, I think getting the information first, I think is such a I really even don't know how he's managed to get those contacts and what is his value that people break news to him first.
Yeah,
is it because he can he's like a agent whisperer, he can tell what is happening where, so people are like, okay, I'll tell you if you tell me,
But further to your question, it's what can he offer to them which somebody else can't offer? What is it? Could it be friendship? Could it be friendship?
No, it's not friendship.
That's not the answer.
I don't know. That's the thing I'm always wondering. I was listening to some pod by Bill. I don't remember when it was, and he also was kind of similarly wondering. It's why the hell does Woj get everything? Why would a reporter, only one reporter kind of get? And now Shams is also kind of getting into but what? They have to be pulling strings somewhere to get those informations, or maybe, they are peddling information back and forth to different teams, and they're kind of this junk, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why, but
obviously we don't know why. That's why we are
right. And Woj makes so much money. I think it's ridiculous just for that. 5 days of tweeting.
Yeah, exactly right. That little window is his money making thing. But also,
this is draft is his money maker. That's it.
And
draft and
free agency.
Yeah.
Draft, so hum bhi kar sakte hain. Free agency, how will we do?
No, but draft also, he also before they announce it also, he'll just say this team is taking this.
Really?
Yeah. Damn. That's the whole point. It's even before the guy comes on and before he says,
Adam Silver.
He says this guy, Adam Silver. Yeah.
Yeah. He's the
guy. Before he comes to the stage, this guy's Grizzlies are taking this. He tweets it out.
Yeah. Did you check out the draft?
I did.
Mm-hmm. And any thoughts? I have not seen any of these players play. I've only seen LaMelo Ball highlights.
Okay, I've seen the top 2 guys. Yeah, I think Anthony Edwards is is really good. He's a phenomenal shooter, which is kind of weird. His history is a little bit weird, where he played he only played football till I think last year or the year before.
Is he the guy who said that if there was an NFL draft, I'd rather go for that? I'm not a NBA guy.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Sounds like what he'd say.
But it's kind of weird that this guy, just picked up basketball and became the number 1 prospect, and is still not he hasn't played enough basketball. He never played any of the little leagues and all that stuff. He was an NFL player. He was a football player. And he has a very good shooting touch. Like I would imagine he is athletic, but he's only 6'6", 6'5", 6'6", and he's athletic, but he's not a Zion, kind of athleticism. He's okay, but he's got a good shot. So I like Anthony Edwards, James Wiseman.
And the Timberwolves drafted him, right?
Yeah. So I don't think it's a great place to get drafted.
No, that's absolutely. But who knows?
I think James Wiseman has the highest potential because he got drafted into a good system. With Clay down, I think he'll get a lot more. Looks.
Oh man, yeah, I forgot about the heartbreak of Klay Thompson getting injured again, and Achilles on the left is. It's just it's not a good thing to start off the season with. It's a horrible year.
Yeah, I know. It's also like a testament to like just the amount of wear and tear these guys Golden State for 5 years going to the finals,
every single time.
Yeah. Every single time. And the way Clay and Steph play, they're constantly running. So
Clay plays a lot of defense as well. The best defender on the team. Huh? Yeah.
So it's interesting that he used to be this guy who would never take a break, they would be like, oh, Klay Thompson, rock solid, no problem with this guy. And he never, you would never hear of a Clay injury, since we have known Klay Thompson. He's always this kind of guy who's just never gets injured. And now he's like back to back injuries. So it's tough, but
horrible injuries.
Yeah.
And once the whole shock, I think the first day was just man, because we were waiting, right? We were waiting for the Warriors to be back, Lakers to be back. Obviously Clippers to be back, being some sort of
Nuggets, Spurs. Come on, Nuggets, Spurs.
No. You're waiting.
You're not waiting for LaMarcus Aldridge
LaMarcus Aldridge
and DeMar DeRozan with their
mid-range shots.
2-pointers, mid-range.
Even the city of San Antonio is not with me on this, but
you're a hater of the mid-range. You know who was great in the mid-range?
Kawhi Leonard, Michael Jordan. But he had other great things. I'm just saying. I'm not saying you. I hate on mid-rangers. Anyway, after thinking and being sad about Klay Thompson for losing his season, I remember that we have to pay homage to LeBron James. It's not just
a man.
The man has played 17 seasons and has missed minimal amount of time due to injury. No injury has destroyed an entire season for him. I think that's absolute testament to the man. And we should really appreciate greatness because 2 more seasons and that might be gone. Anyway, okay, let's come back to the main point of this show, which is to discuss where is the power of balance in the NBA and who is going. And we'll get done with the Eastern Conference because they suck.
Nobody cares. Let's get it done.
Exactly. And so we have Milwaukee Bucks. Do you know what they did? They
did a lot of moves. They got rid of George Hill. They got rid of
major money moves.
Bledsoe. Mm-hmm. They got rid of whom? One more. One more player they got rid of, right?
They got Drew Holiday.
No, but they got rid of.
They got rid of Bledsoe and I think just picks. RJ Hampton.
No, they got rid of George Hill also.
Yeah, George Hill. But getting Drew Holiday.
They were going to get Drew Holiday and Bojan Bogdanovic.
Bogdan Bogdanovic.
He is going to the Spurs, my friend. He is going to the Spurs.
Bogdan
Bogdanovic.
Which one is it? Bojan Bogdanovic?
Yeah, Bojan Bogdanovic.
Is he the guy from Sacramento Kings?
Sacramento Kings.
The other guy is Indiana Pacers, Bogdan Bogdanovic.
Bogdan Bogdanovic, yeah.
These people, I swear. Yeah. And I mean, they shoot threes, and that's what they do. So.
No, they're also a really good team players and all that stuff.
Team player? What does that mean?
Yeah, maybe not Bojan. Bogdan is a very good team player. Like he's kind of like a Joe Ingles kind of player,
Okay. Do you think it changes anything for the Bucks?
No,
Like
no.
no, right? I saw the same thing. Like they got players who Giannis will not pass to in the fourth quarter, and they can't create their own shot. So what's the big deal about getting these players? Like I would have thought they would have got some more.
I mean, yeah,
Chris Paul trade. You remember they had a talk for Chris Paul. I thought that would have been like very, very good for them. Having Chris Paul control the ball in the fourth quarter, great. Like it's a good deal.
I think instead of Drew Holiday, they had got Chris Paul.
No man, his name is Drew Holiday. JRU.
Yeah, man. Just call him Drew, bro.
His mama named him Drew.
Drew is like just so difficult to say.
Yeah,
and I think, but I think our names are always pronounced wrongly. You know, so sometimes we should also just be like, yeah, screw it. We can't pronounce your name too. Man, the number of times people have called me Vincent, it's ridiculous.
Wow.
There's no C in my name either, but I've been called Vincent so many times.
There's no two N's either. So did they think that you mispronounce your own name? Misspell your own name. Anyway. So Milwaukee Bucks.
Milwaukee is nothing. They're still a very mid-tier. Like they need. I don't know why they can't make a move to get a high-quality playmaker. You know, like they could have. I'm sure people want to play with what's the name? Giannis.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know what the deal is. It's also difficult to find someone who can fit into what Giannis can do. You know, like you need a.
But it's
like if you had. Yeah, but who would you get, right? Like if you had to get in this free agency, you have to get somebody to play with Giannis. Who would that be?
I thought the talks were on for Chris Paul. I thought that would have been a good deal.
I mean, Chris Paul is good.
They went from Chris Paul to Drew Holiday, and it's like, no, you didn't really solve your problem.
Well, I think if their whole strategy is to like make more and more space and get like a bigger star, I don't know who that star is, but that could really work because you know Drew Holiday is like a good playmaker. He's like a solid piece in that puzzle. Like he's a solid three. You know, is a solid third option, but they still don't have that second option. Chris Middleton, I don't really trust him. You know, so if they can swap,
Chris Middleton, do you think that Giannis needs to do less now?
No, Giannis should do what Giannis does.
Just
you know, like I mean, you can't go and tell Shaq don't do what you do. You know, you got to do what you got to do, and people are going to then try to stop you. And then when they try to stop you, you find your other guy, your Kobe needs to stand up, you know, show up.
Right. That's like, I mean, they don't have a Kobe, right?
That's my point. So like, they don't have that. And then they get Drew Holiday, who's like, not really that caliber. And he's not a good second player, right? You know, like if you look at the other teams, you have Paul George second, you know, you have Anthony Davis who's second, you have Kyrie Irving who's second, you know, I mean, the Nuggets, you have Jamal Murray. So you need that caliber kind of player who can like get you like 50. I don't think Chris Middleton can get you 50.
Yeah, Chris Middleton can't get you 50. That's too much to ask for.
No,
but, I mean,
but there was nobody in this free agency that was that caliber. But still, I think they should have done something and moved. I don't know who could have it been. I was trying to figure out like if I had all the assets to trade for some player to get some player, who would have been? And there's really nobody there.
You're gonna just given away Chris Middleton and be like, we need a better set. Two player. We'll take Middleton, take all those pieces, get like a. I mean,
who would you get? That's my point.
And Devin Booker,
Devin Booker is not on the market.
But I'm sure you can trade for it. You have a lot of. I mean, I'm sure
you can't just simply trade for a player. That the player should be.
Are you talking about like a possible trade or just any trade?
Yeah, a possible trade.
Possible trade, but they need someone who can like. I mean, if there is no one in the market,
that's my point.
Out of the people who went, out of the people who did move around, I think Chris Paul probably would have been best for them. Or Rondo, no.
Yeah, Chris Paul was the only option.
Not Rondo, but
no, we need a third. Like we need a very solid, like scoring option, like someone who's just like lights out. You can't like You can't move out of that person, defensively.
I mean,
There's
that
nobody
kind of
like
people
that.
don't
Like
really.
you can.
I mean, they don't
Yeah,
really
but
come
that's-
that easily, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe they could have got Jeremiah Grant. I mean, even though he's not, but that's what I'm saying. Like, forget if your second option is not good, then why are you trying to get a third option who is also not a great third
Right.
option? So,
No, but in a fact of third options, Drew Holiday is good. He was probably the best third option.
yes, but he's the
yeah.
wrong third option to get. No, not wrong third option to get, but that's the wrong option to take. It was just maybe given away Chris Middleton as well and gotten a great card.
Yeah, there was nobody in this draft. In my
Nobody
opinion.
in
So
this
I don't really
free
blame
agency.
the Bucks. Sorry. So I don't blame the Bucks, but I just felt like they could have done something. I don't know what that thing would be, but I just feel like it should have been someone. Yeah, Chris Paul would have been the only person that I could have thought of. Like if I was Giannis, I would be like, okay, you did something for me.
Mm-hmm. I think Giannis is he's also supposed to sign his Supermax 5-year major $230 million contract.
He'll sign it,
so
but
he'll sign it.
I just think that if he nothing happens this year or next year, he'll just be like, trade me. He just pull an Anthony Davis, or a Kawhi Leonard.
But I think Kawhi. No, I think probably an Anthony Davis. But yes, let's move on from the Bucks, the Eastern Conference #1 seed, to Western Conference #3 seed. I think Denver Nuggets. They lost Mason Plumlee and they lost Jeremiah Grant, one of my very favorite players. They have lost something. It's not fair to say that they have not lost anything. Jeremiah Grant did bring them a little 15-point performance. He was good on defense, shot threes well. He was very pivotal in that.
I disagree. I think it's good they got rid of those people because you need to put Michael Porter Jr. in, and you need to give him more minutes. And Michael Porter Jr., Jeremy Grant, Mason Plumlee, they all play the same position.
Mason Plumlee is a 7-foot guy. He doesn't play the same position.
Yeah, but if you have Nikola Jokic on the floor, Nikola Jokic is the center.
Mason Plumlee is the 4 guy.
Yeah, 4 guy. And what is Michael Porter Jr. at 6'10"?
He's a 3 guy. He plays 3. No, Millsap plays the 4. Millsap and they do the thing.
Yeah, Millsap plays the 3.
No, Millsap plays the 4. Millsap doesn't play the 3.
Hey, Millsap is like 6'8", dude.
It's not size. It's like, Millsap is this.
I know, but I'm saying that like that's how it will be.
I mean, let's not talk about facts. Let's not muddle this podcast with facts. Okay, just give your opinion, Vinny. What do you think? You think that moving Jeremiah Grant is a better option than moving Paul Millsap?
This podcast is not about facts.
It's not about facts. Let's not even pretend that it's about facts anymore. Let's just go with
opinions.
It's just opinion. What is facts? What are facts?
Okay. But I mean, I think Mason Plumlee is a loss because he provided that defensive anchor that Mr. Nikola Jokic is not. But I think but I think it is a good move because the potential of Michael Porter Jr. is so high that I would not. I would gamble on his growth than focusing on the Nuggets' lack of defense. But if Michael Porter Jr. like blossoms to the place that we think he can be, like that team is unstoppable.
That team is pretty good because all
unstoppable
young people with like
and Jokic at the center just like fucking throwing bullet passes. Like it's ridiculous. That team is very good, and they did one more move, right? Who did they acquire? They acquired somebody.
The Nuggets they
acquired that Barcelona guy.
No,
dude, they acquired that Barcelona guy. Who was also amazing. He's like a point guard.
Facundo Campazzo.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. It's a 5'11" guy.
He's amazing.
5'11" guy, man. What is he going to do in the NBA?
Dude, what was the one
and they listed him as 5'11". Hey, wasn't our Jamal Murray doing point guard duties. What is this point guard that they need?
No, he's a shooting guard.
He's a shooting guard, but
he's not a point guard, dude.
They don't have a point guard then.
He can't. They
have Nikola Jokic.
Can't run. Jamal Murray. Yeah, but when Nikola Jokic goes to sit, who runs the offense?
What is this? Who is this? What is this 5'11" guy going to do? They listed him as 5'11". He might be 5'9" for all we know.
So what? He's really good. Look at his playing. You haven't seen him play. So what the fuck are you talking about?
I haven't seen him play, but that's one of those scam things that just because some Real Madrid got Facundo Campazzo, that's not gonna. I don't think that's gonna do anything in the NBA.
Fine. Okay.
That's what I feel. It's my factual opinion.
Fine.
But yes.
So I think Nuggets. I think the Nuggets played some good moves, and I think they got Paul Millsap back, which is great. I
think that's the mistake that they made. Instead of letting Paul Millsap go, they let Jeremiah Grant go.
Jeremiah Grant, dude.
No, man. Jeremiah Grant, you have no idea. He's a high flyer guy. He's got real potential. Like since the time he left 76ers, came to OKC, he's just been doing better and better and better every day. And Paul Millsap is just an old contract, and I think they're giving him 1 year, $10 million. There's apart from maybe his veteran presence.
Yeah, that's what you need.
No, but that's not enough. Like this, I don't know. I felt they could have gotten rid of Mason Plumlee. I think it's fine, but Paul Millsap could have stayed, because I agree with you that
Paul Millsap this stay.
No, sorry. I meant Paul Millsap. So they could have probably let him go, but because I agree with you that what's the guy say? Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr. You have to let him develop. You can't keep saying that he can't play defense. You have to teach him defense. You have to do something with him. And if he breaks out or something, Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., Jeremy Grant, and Nikola Jokic, amazing combination. Like they can switch all positions and they can run around, shoot threes. It's great. But I think because Paul Millsap didn't even do that great in the playoffs last year, they kind of benched him throughout the second half. They didn't play.
Yeah, but it's contract. A $10 million contract is not much, man.
10 million is a lot, man.
Jeremy Grant got a very good contract. He got like 17, 18 million per year.
No, not
3 years. Yeah, dude. He got a good contract.
He got a good contract, but 60 million 33 years. So that's a great contract. Okay. That's a great contract. But that's what I'm saying. Because he was playing good. That's why they gave him the contract.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying that they have to look at all of that stuff, right? Like they had a lot of young people, and they had a lot of people that were like very, very good, and so they had to let go of some people,
Anyway, we will move on from the Denver Nuggets should we talk about the Houston Rockets before we talk about actual teams who have a chance?
Yeah, okay.
Like this complete debacle, demolition derby that has happened right in front of our eyes. I mean, I think reports say that Harden wants out. Westbrook is probably going to go to Charlotte. We'll talk about Charlotte in a while, but Harden definitely not going to start the season in a Houston Rockets jersey. No. And some people are saying that
even if he does, he gets traded within the season.
But I mean, I think Houston is looking for ways to get a major star and some draft picks also. But they're like, we are not going to give him up easy, which I think is fair from a business point of view. But I think Harden must be getting frustrated because, I mean, they don't have any like the vibe there is completely gone. And I think I heard a report that their owner is a pro-Trump guy, and that really pissed off all these players. So I don't know.
I don't understand this, man. Like, I'm okay. I have to say this. I have to say this because, like, I'm not a Trump supporter. I don't care about Trump. I'm not a political guy.
You backed Trump to win the election.
I didn't back him. I said that.
You said Trump will win the US election.
Yes, but I didn't back him. I didn't say I will vote for Trump.
And that's very different. But you can't vote for Trump.
Yes, but I feel like there is a part from like the left that you want to say, which is they're very intolerant to the people in the right? And similarly, it's the right and the left.
I am sorry.
Like the left say, oh, we are so open and we are like so forward minded and we are like so, all that bullshit. But they are extremely, extremely like close minded to any other opinion than their opinion.
So Houston sinking ship. Where do you think James Harden might land up? Brooklyn Nets, is that possible? Like that's a huge gap.
James Harden. Where could James Harden? I mean, there's the two places is Nets or Philly, right?
Yeah.
Those are the two places.
Yeah.
I think he should just go to the Nets. Fuck LeBron again. KD fuck LeBron once. Let's do it again.
Like, okay, now tell me whether you think this is true or not. I don't think Kyrie, KD, and Harden is as good as Golden State plus KD.
Yeah, because Golden State already had won a championship together, and they were a 73-2 team win.
Yeah, plus they were also pretty selfless team also. None of those people really need the ball. Like, give me the ball only.
Yeah, but when you have those three players on the team, I mean, come on.
But that's the thing, right? It's not like it's not anyone. Steph and Clay are very okay off the ball as well. Like they have plays designed for them, not
Kyrie's good off the ball too also.
Kyrie's not. What do you think? Kyrie's not good off the ball. Like he might be.
He's not an off the ball. He's not an off the ball player, but he's good off the ball. Is what I'm saying.
On what basis is that? When has Kyrie been played off the ball? And
he's a good pop. He's good a pop out shooter.
Pop out shooter.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I think KD might be a better off the ball player than Kyrie.
Yeah, KD is a god level man. KD is like the best. He's a cheat code, no, on the court. He really is, man. He's just crazy. He's just 7'1", can shoot like
Nowitzki.
It's
dribbles like Earl the Pearl Monroe. Not really, but anyway, shout out to Earl the Pearl Monroe. Because we did. I think I had first seen Earl the Pearl, not seen, like first heard about the legend of Earl the Pearl Monroe in the first NBA documentary that I ever saw, which was released for the 1997, 50 greatest players of all time, 50th anniversary of the NBA.
Okay.
So they had one segment on how he changed the way the game became all a little more jazzy and like.
Yeah, he was. I mean, I think I saw a documentary of him on YouTube, and I was like, oh my god, this guy is so good. So like even in that time, like you could just see him. Like when he played, it was just like he's playing a different level of basketball than anybody around.
Absolutely, yeah.
That was the mentality. Like nobody else could do the shit he could do. That was crazy. Very good.
Anyway, shout out to Earl the Pearl Monroe. But yes, we want to back to present Los Angeles Clippers.
Yep.
They let go Montrezl Harrell, that we'll discuss in a while. And they got there was rumors that Rondo would go to Los Angeles, which I thought was like the best rumor of this entire time. Like Rondo goes to Lakers, wins the ring, says fuck you to LeBron, goes to Clippers. That would have been a great thing, but gets ring, yeah. But they did get Serge Ibaka.
And one more guy, no, J. Michael Green.
Marcus Morris decided to remain.
I don't know why they gave Marcus Morris another. I was just like, get rid of Marcus Morris. I don't know what I don't know what people see in those Morris twins. I just don't get it.
They have some fighting sort of thing. Oh, they sent Landry Shamet. Wow.
Landry Shamet is gone.
Went away. That sucks. They got.
No, he didn't even play last time that much.
Landry Shamet didn't play.
He was injured, right?
No, I think he played. I remember him in the Denver series, but he didn't play much though. I mean, they were all suck balls. So Serge Ibaka, 3-point threat. I don't know if he rim protects as much anymore. Like he's.
No, I think he's a better fit than Montrezl Harrell.
Absolutely, I think Montrezl Harrell's head was little overcooked with all that attention. It's like, Montrezl Harrell dog mentality, and all that. Serge Ibaka is like, I'm already a champion. I don't give a shit. And give me back to my main man, Kawhi Leonard, and I'll show you. But I'm not sure if Serge Ibaka. I don't know. I think he would have been better in Toronto itself. But I think they were.
No, I mean Toronto's window's gone. Like they paid Fred VanVleet, who is who, whenever someone openly says, I want the bag and all that bullshit, right? I just feel like, okay, you know what?
He's gonna get the bag, but that's it.
That's it. Like everybody knows you need to get paid. Like there's no doubt about it. We all want to get paid.
Yeah.
Right. Except for Paul is the Pay podcast. We don't get paid.
We don't get paid. We want to get paid though.
We want to get paid though. But, just don't say it. Just say, you know what, I would be very happy with whatever I get. And, in the negotiations, you can be extremely negotiating, but I don't appreciate. And he's tweeting about it. And I feel like that's a little bit too much.
But Van Fleet had played very good in the last. I mean, I don't know. He did play well when nobody expected him to play well, and when they expected him to play well, he played kind of, not worth getting 21 million a year on. That's crazy.
No, I'm fine with that money. I mean, lesser mortals have gotten more, but
yeah, that's true. That's always how it comes out, right? Like people who can't play that well have got more, and we're like, okay, fine, but where is this valuation? Who does the valuation? Nobody does valuation.
It's a negotiation, right?
It's all inflated valuation.
It's all a negotiation. It's like, like Nicholas Batum, he played really well for Portland, when he was playing. And then when he went to...
Do you remember Josh Smith, who last played for the Rockets? Japan guy. Used to that guy's, I think this year is the last year he's getting paid by the Houston Rockets or something.
Houston Rockets, yeah.
He's not played for 3 years. He's still getting that back.
I think Darren Williams is still getting paid.
Darren Williams is, yeah. True. All that is there, but yeah.
And that is not small amount, like 6-7 million or something like that per year.
Pretty good. That's enough, right?
Enough.
Just open a few restaurants and money gets built through. But Toronto, I don't know, man. Like we expected them to not do anything, but they kind of did something. I think they're trying to get Marc Gasol again this year as well.
I think Marc Gasol should go to the Clippers.
Wow. They still have.
Well, see, they can go to the Lakers. He can go to the Lakers, but I don't think he's a good fit with Anthony Davis already there.
Wouldn't he be great on the Nuggets though?
No,
and Jokic can take a break and not lose.
No, this is my dream is they swap out Zubac for Marc Gasol.
But Zubac, but Marc Gasol is old, man. Like he played real shit last year. It wasn't.
Also, he played real shit, but also there was no reason for him to play. My point is that these players, right, once they've gone through this whole process, they won a championship, they've gone through the beating, they need something to wake up and go and perform, right? And if you're in a team that doesn't seem like it's going to win, you don't feel like getting up and going and performing. So if he's in a championship contending team, he's going to perform, right? He knows it's going to matter. If you're in the Raptors, you're not going to win a championship. Okay, yeah, you'll have a deep playoff run and you'll win some games, but you're not a championship material team.
Yeah, makes sense.
So if he has to pick any championship team, it's either Lakers, the Clippers, Nuggets, who else is there? Maybe a Heat. Celtics is a good spot for him.
Celtics have made some money.
Oh, Celtics got Tristan Thompson, like a fucking god.
I
don't know how Tristan Thompson is still there in the league. And he's young also. He's like 29.
He is not that old. Plus, rebounding kill if they have. I mean, does Kevin love Cleveland so much? I thought he would have left Cleveland somewhere and gone.
No, I think Kevin Love just got paid so much, and he was just so tired of just the bullshit. He's like, I'm gonna chill. He won a championship. Like the whole point is they want to win a championship. Once you win a championship and you get like this massive contract, it's a grueling season. Like they're not going to go down under the legends of only a guy like LeBron who's chasing Michael Jordan has the the drive to, okay, I'm going to keep doing it. Like Russell Westbrook is kind of chilled out now. He's not he's learned his play. Now maybe KD has something to prove,
KD has something to prove. I think KD did not like how nobody gave him credit for the Golden State Warriors win.
No one is ever going to give him credit. That's stupid. He should just stop asking for credit and just be like, okay, I get what you're saying.
But yeah, I mean, I think he goes somewhere else, he'll find some other thing to worry about as well.
I mean, if he wins a championship with the Nets, then like it's like that Nowitzki championship, right?
I mean, even though Kyrie is there, I think if they win, it'll be a KD.
I mean, Kyrie's overrated, dude. Come on, let's be honest. Kyrie couldn't get his team into the playoffs till like LeBron came to that team, right? I think Kyrie is so overrated. Okay, he's a good player and he's flashy and he can score. Okay, I get all that. But other than that, he can't carry a team. It's just certain players I just don't understand why they get so much love.
The worst indictment for him is that with him, the Celtics did not make it too far ahead, but without him, they went. They did as good as they could have done. Yeah, exactly. We will talk about this North Carolina team, deep in Republican country, the Charlotte Bobcats. You will not get the reference because we are going to blank a certain section. It will be obliviated. But yes, so they got LaMelo Ball, exciting talent, like box office draw for this draft, I would say. I don't know why, but I would say that because, tall and like he's got the stylings of it. Gordon Hayward coming back with his mustache as well. And talks of Russell Westbrook joining as well. I mean, I think if Westbrook joins that team with Melo and Gordon Hayward, obviously I think they'll make the Eastern Conference playoffs, but it'll be an exciting team. I think I'll be very excited to see those games. It'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be an exciting team. I mean, any team that has like Russell Westbrook on it is always exciting,
Exciting, yeah.
Like Russell Westbrook can single-handedly take a team into the playoffs. Like he has that capability and he has the raw power to get you there. Yeah. So, you add Devontae Graham, who's a good player. You add Terry Rozier, who's a good player. Who else is there in the team? There are a couple of good players on the team. Solid like role players.
Great Nicholas Batum, I think, is still there.
Batum is gone. Batum is waved off.
Waved off.
Yeah. And so that team could make some noise, but the East has become stronger. East has become stronger. Like the top 4-5 teams are very good. So you're still competing for that three spots, I think.
Yeah, I think one of those 4 spots. If the Westbrook trade happens, then I'll be watching Charlotte basketball this season. But
because you have the Nets, Celtics, Bucks, Heat, and Philly. So you have 5 solid teams.
Heat will see. I mean, do you think 76ers? I mean, they got Daryl Morey as their GM now, and probably looking to get James Harden as well.
I'm just saying that they have been the top
Dwight
5.
Howard as well, right? They got Dwight Howard as well.
Yeah. They'll be in the top 5. I mean, come on. I don't think.
But do you think any Joel Embiid and James Harden? So Ben Simmons will probably be shipped off. Do you think
that's a good team?
That's a good team. And,
James Harden with one dominant center and a lot of shooters is a ridiculously good team.
Yeah, but that dominant center has to stay near the post and not go.
Joel Embiid
pump back. Like who has fallen for that Joel Embiid 3?
Nobody. Joel Embiid thinks.
Then who are you kidding, man? But I think
that's slow also.
That should happen. I think James Harden should go to the 76ers, and I think that'll be good.
I don't think so. I think he should just go to the Nets.
No, I think he should go to the Nets.
It'll be a good contest. Like I think I finally want to see like a good Eastern Conference team versus Western Conference. I'm tired of seeing like a one-sided Western Conference team just demolish the Eastern Conference team.
Yeah.
Like when was like an Eastern? Yeah, this
Miami and Spurs only.
Yeah, that's it. Almost 7 years.
We're not counting 2014. We're counting 2013.
Yeah,
because the
2014 also.
2014.
Even 2014.
What did they do?
Spurs swept. Just took them to the cleaners.
Yes, this is sweeping action. I don't know how to say.
They won one game.
Gentleman's sweep.
But that series was, oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, before we end, I just wanted to share my sadness for the OKC thing. I mean, it's difficult to watch a building fall and then like while it gets rebuilt, that's a different occasion altogether. But I think only SGA is left from that core. They have some 150 million draft picks in the next 5 years. So I guess next year it'll all be just OKC choosing first, second, third, fourth. I don't know what the plan is. I can't even imagine what the plan is. But it's a little sad to see. I told you, right? Like Steven Adams. I told you that Steven Adams will probably be getting shipped off once they.
Versus Paul.
Once Chris Paul was anyway going to go, but you can see that happening. Steven Adams going to the Pelicans, the last of the noblemen, and it'll be tough to be with the Thunder this season. But I think I don't know how I'm going to watch the thing. I hope Russell Westbrook goes to Hornets so I can watch like the Charlotte instead of having to watch OKC. But
if not the Charlotte, where do you think? I mean, there was rumors of
New York Knicks. I think Knicks was a candidate. I hope they don't send him there. That I think that is the only franchise where I think even if Westbrook goes, that's not gonna change anything. It's just gonna be a shitty team no matter what.
It's gonna get to Westbrook's head also.
But then
it's a perfect fit for Westbrook. Like it will like amplify his own personality, his own like.
Oh God. Do not sound like endearing compliments that you're paying him. But then again, me and Hopestani will then be able to be like, the Knicks lost by 25 yesterday. Oh, good game. Not bad.
Finally, you can find someone.
We can. I don't want to even think about supporting Knicks and all that. I think he'll go to Charlotte. I have a feeling because I read something that Michael Jordan is like really excited to see Russell Westbrook. Okay, all right. Okay. Be cool with that. Do you have anything to say about LeVar Ball managing to get two of his son's top 5 draft picks in the NBA?
I think that's a great hatchet job. Both those players are not that great. So kudos to him.
Kudos to him, right? I mean, this is as big a con job as I think Gordon Hayward making 120 million in Charlotte.
Perfect con job.
So right there. What is going on? Lakers, I think last team I think we should talk about is the champions. LeBron James got Montrezl Harrell. I don't know why, but they lost Dwight Howard. They got Montrezl Harrell. I think they lost Rondo. KCP is there. Avery Bradley, I think
Dennis Schroeder, bro.
Dennis Schroeder, man. Oh yes. My main man, Dennis Schroeder.
What's the pick of the day?
Absolutely, Dennis Schroeder. Great thing for the he's instant offense. Like boom, phew. Absolutely. And I think they got. Dennis Schroeder with Montrezl Harrell, they can do the same thing that this other guy, what's his name, Lou Williams used to do with him. Dennis Schroeder is also not a very selfish guy. He's a very chill guy and
it's a smart guy.
Smart guy, knows what to do. Very quick, very, very, very quick, and like instant buckets. Like that's his whole game only. Come give buckets longer. What about the Pelicans? They have Zion and Steven Adams, like two of the hardest screen setters.
Strongest. Wasn't that one of our questions? Would you want to get a screen?
Oh yeah. Now we'll see what goes on. Maybe in the same game we'll get a screen by Adams and then a charge by Zion. They'll be like, ball is famous, right?
The day an NBA player gets goes, ball is famous, right?
That's it. We'll stop it right then and there.
Stop it right
there. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of thank you, ladies and gentlemen, beneath we have December 22nd is going to be the start of the NBA. We'll again have to do our daily takes. The whole shebang will start again. So I'm excited. I hope you are excited too, or at least fake enthusiasm.
I am excited. I think
excited for the work, right? Like I've been cobwebs have been coming all over me. It's the rust has caught up. I really want.
Yeah, I think the break was needed. We were pumping content like a fucking
like an influencer. TikTok influencer.
And we have no influence at all. So what's the point?
I think the best thing is that we are so supportive of each other that really shines through. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think we have milked this for more than we could have, imagined. So now anything about this is like a bonus.
Absolutely. Okay, all right, then that's the pod for this time. We have told you guys exactly what you probably all know, but we've shared our opinions. There'll be one segment which you can hear on our Spotify. You'll not hear on this stream, but you'll hear on Spotify.
I cut it off.
Cut it off everywhere.
Yeah, no, it's not about that.
Then nobody's gonna hear that ever again. And we're really excited. We have some plans for the start of the season, and that you will see as the season progresses, or as before the season starts. I don't know. I should not have said that. But Vineet, that's it. You want to tell them to like, share, subscribe?
Yeah, like, share, and subscribe to our channel.